Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in again. And imagine a spy story where no one wins, where the enemy might be your employer, your only friends might betray you, and following the rules gets you killed anyway. Welcome to Dishonored, a Korean spy novella that feels like it was born in the shadows of Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, but with a distinctly Korean twist. And this was published as part of the Asia Publishers K Fiction series. Yes, anyway, hello everyone. Today we're reading Dishonored by Choi Min-woo. Yeah, sorry. Choi Min-woo. And this is a gripping tale of espionage, betrayal, and existential dread, all wrapped up in just under 100 pages. It's translated by Jeon Seung-hee and published by Asia Publishers, and it's part of the fantastic K-Fiction series. And if you've never heard of it, don't worry. You're not alone, right? A lot of these stories just aren't that well known, unfortunately, and it's a shame. And hopefully, some more people will start checking the K Fiction series out. So let's start with the author. So Choi Min-woo, he began his career writing essays and music criticism all the way back in 2002. He made his fiction debut with a story with a peculiar name. So he debuted in 2012 with a story called Ban, but it's sort of written BA N. And this, I haven't read that story, so I don't know much about it, but it won the JAMO New Writer Award. But as far as I'm aware, Dishonored, so this story we're talking about today, this is his only work available in English, but it's a pretty good, pretty cracking English language debut. So, what makes this book even more interesting is that Che wrote it as a tribute to legendary British spy novelist John le Carré, who passed away in 2020. And you can definitely feel that influence. So, this is a shadowy, morally grey world with cold betrayals and all of these other features that you might recognize from the famous British spy writer. So, what is Dishonored about? So, we have three agents. Known only by their code names, Yellow, Black, and Brown. They work for a mysterious, unnamed espionage agency, simply referred to as the Company. Our primary our protagonist is Black, who is sent to a foreign country with a chilling mission. He has to assassinate Yellow. Yellow is a retired agent who has apparently, allegedly gone rogue and is threatening to expose the company's secrets in a tell all book. Black teams up with Brown. Brown is a younger agent, and together they plot. To eliminate Yellow. But then, as these things often do, things go sideways. Back home, political chaos erupts and the mission is thrown into uncertainty. And suddenly, Black doesn't know who to trust and if he's safe. So, what are the themes and what's going on here? So, you can read this as simply just a tight little spy thriller full of tension, twists, excellent pacing, but there's a little bit more going on here. So there's a Korean literary critic called Lee Kyung-jae, and he puts it beautifully. So this story asks whether we can truly be free in today's hyper surveilled, hyper controlled world where capitalism is so totalizing that it feels like a steel cage. And so we could read this in a few different ways. So if we look at these three characters, right, we can see that each of these characters kind of stands in for or represents a different response or a different strategy for dealing with or responding to this system, right? So Black plays by the rules. He follows orders, but he gets discarded anyway, right? He's a good soldier. He does what he's told. He believes in the system. The system screws him over anyway, right? Yellow turns against the system. He flees, he goes rogue, he tries to expose the truth, but he ends up isolated and hunted. Brown is young and idealistic. You could kind of see Brown as the moral center of the story, but Brown suffers as well by the time the story is over. So, what's the message here? So, whether you conform or resist, system doesn't care. You're expendable. It's going to get you anyway. And one thing worth noting about this story, there's not much Korean spy fiction in translation. You've got a few crime novels, but not really many espionage stories like this, which is maybe a little surprising given the historical situation of South Korea. You do have books like The Plotters by Kim On-soo, which is about assassins and shadowy agencies. But I think Dishonored hints at what could be a much bigger genre in South Korea. I mean, I'd love to read a great spy novel set against the backdrop of the sort of various sort of geopolitical shenanigans that have been centered around South Korea, right? So you never know. Maybe they're out there and they haven't been translated, or maybe it's just a genre that Korean writers haven't been tackling or aren't interested in. But if you are looking for a fast and cerebral read that delivers some, a cracking plot and some stimulating philosophy, then Dishonored is absolutely worth your time. It's moody, it's stylish, and it's just a cracking good story. So, have you read any Korean spy fiction? Do you have a favorite espionage novel? Drop your recommendations in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell thing for more reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and see you all again sometime soon.